something white flew past my face.
Oh.
Hoping a paper?
Continue.
A thick piece of triangular paper lay at my feet. I bent over and picked it up. Surprisingly heavy. There was a quarter inside of it. If I was just a hair slower, it would have hit me in the face.
Oh no, how horrible.
The students snickered, and I recognized the boys that made fun of my hair this morning among them. My heart dropped. I scanned my memory for anything I might have done to offend them, but came up with nothing. My hand started to shake. I hid it behind my back, trying to think of some way to defend myself. Why did you do that?
Why? What did you mean?
We were just messing around.
Are you suggesting we did it on purpose?
I faltered. There was nothing I could say. I was outnumbered. They would twist my words around, no matter how straightforward I was. No, sorry.
You better be sorry.
One of the boys held his hand out for the paper. I inched closer to give it to him, angry at myself for being so compliant. I wish I were. A gentle warmth closed over my hand and took the paper from me. Satch examined the paper closely. I see what the problem is. Your aim would be better if you cut the corners before you folded it. He placed the paper on the table. The boys looked at him in sheer awe. Be careful though, you almost hit her, and that would have been awful. My hands began to sweat as panic shifted through me, afraid of the response, but...
Jeez, we're sorry. We'll be careful next time. Ah.
Yeah, it was an accident. They apologized? Thanks. I appreciate it. He gave them a wild smile and continued off down the aisle. Oh, what did I hit? Whoops. I right-clicked.
Yeah.
And I followed behind him, my legs weak. Don't tell me they stopped because of him? Simply because I was with him? What are you saving to... Are you making you're making recordings of me on my DS while we're recording this? I wanted to thank him, but my heart was pounding so hard I knew my voice would shake. We reached the front counter and he scanned the history book. My lips trembled as I willed myself to say something. Anything to thank him. On your pitch shifting me? Wait, turn it up and play it for the mic to hear. Well, turn up the 3DS.
I did.
Like all the way up? He tilted his head to the side. Hey, what books do you like to read? Oh, fiction? He chuckled. I just finished a good book. I think it'd be right up your alley if you don't mind me saying so. He reached under the counter and pulled out a thick green book and passed it to me. A man in black stood on the front, hugging a woman in royal robes. It's long, but it's one of my favorites. The Princess Betrothed.
What a nerd. You know, like all of this. Like, where is the magic? Where is the actual fun stuff? I thought it'd be cooler than this. It's just literally like boring conversations some 15-year-olds wrote about their crushes on a mine. Ugh, it kind of sucks.
I know things can be tough transferring to a new school. If you're ever worried, just read this. It'll transport you 100 miles away in a second. Tears stung my eyes, so I ducked my head. Thank you, Satch. For more than just the books.
Ew.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I got your name.
My name is Hana Mizuno.
My name is Hana Mizuno. I'm a transfer student. Well, it's nice to meet you, Hana. Let me know how you like the book. I will! That couldn't have gone better.
Worse.
Not only was Satch impossibly kind, but being around him felt easy, refreshing, like being doused in the mist of a waterfall. Oh gosh, what was I thinking? My cheeks hot, I left the library, 2 surprisingly heavy books under one arm. I settled into bed, eager to get started with my new reading material, but Mai was sitting at her desk, carving a pencil idly into the pages of a notebook. Every few minutes she released a long, drawn-out sigh as the lead of her pencil whined against the paper. I lowered my book and took the bait. Is something wrong, Mai? She let out another dreary sigh.
I hope Jared notices me this year.
Notice me, senpai.
Notice me, senpai.
Notice.
Notice?
Please.
Notice? Notice?
Does Jared know you like him? Maya whirled around in feigned shock.
What? I don't like Jared.
Oh.
I love him.
I closed my book and set it aside, deciding to play along. Well, have you at least tried talking to him?
No. But I've taken a bunch of pictures when he hasn't looking.
When he hasn't looking.
When he wasn't looking.
Why don't you try again? Take some more pics of that beautiful face. She bobbed her head from side to side, considering this like it never crossed her mind before.
Yeah, maybe I could do that. Look, someone put googly eyes on this cat butt.
It looks like a trunk.
It looks like an elephant.
Satisfied, I picked my book back up.
Sorry, there's goopies in my eye. Have you ever had a boyfriend, Hannah?
What?
Huh? Me? No. Never.
Really? Never? I'm getting so tired right now.
Never.
I bet you 10,000 yen that you meet a totally cute boy here and fall in love by, let me think, the end of the school year? Do it. They have a lot of money here.
You're
You'll be set
crazy. I buried my face back in my book, barring Mai from any further discussion. Fall in love by the end of the year? Me? If I were a betting kind of girl, I'd take that bet. I awoke the next morning, saying that she wouldn't fall unless she'd take the bet that she wouldn't meet a guy.
Yeah.
I woke the next morning with what felt like a lizard in my throat. Mai was already up, shuffling through her school bag with an enigmatic grin. The first day of school.
Hannah, you're finally awake.
You're missing all the stuff. You don't have the earpiece in.
Oh yeah,
Her
I don't.
voice sliced through the air like a knife, and I winced. She was definitely a morning person.
It's time for the first day of school. Aren't you excited? To be honest, I didn't realize I was missing stuff. I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
What do you mean? Something special happening today?
Something strange always happens on the first day, especially to someone like you. Like
Oh,
every year there's at least one murder. We found this one kid, Timmy, in the lake,
sledgehammer
but
to
he
the
was kind
fourth
of all
wall
like
again,
cut up like a
smashing it
spiraled
down.
hot
Wait,
dog around a skewer. But it's okay. That won't happen to you. Just something
what
maybe
won't
a little
happen?
less
What
weird.
won't happen to me?
Continue.
Oh, she winked.
What?
Someone like me?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean.
She smiled and started messing with the pile of papers on her desk. Shaking my head, I got out of bed and pulled my uniform out of the closet. My palms sweat as I held the gold vest and blue jacket. Was it really possible for things to be different here than they were at home? What if the problem wasn't actually the school? I shook the thoughts out of my head and changed into my uniform.
Oh,
Well, what is it?
Well, Holly, you look so cute.
Really?
You're just calling the character Holly?
Yeah.
Really? Heat crept up my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely. Your hair matches your uniform so well, and by that I mean it clashes and it sucks. But I'm gonna give you false confidence so you don't get the boy I like. You look like a flower blooming straight out of the ground, covered in dirt.
If you go for Jared, if she gets pissy with you. Thank you. Water stung the back of my eyes, and I turned to start packing my backpack. Why was I getting worked up about something as little as this? I must have gotten less sleep than I thought.
Is anything wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. I'm just happy. How dumb was that? I started crying at the first sign of someone being nice to me. I took a deep breath to steady my nerves. What an oddly menacing thud. All the air left my lungs as something like horse hoof slammed against my back.
You'll do just fine. Don't worry. Go near Jared and I'll cut you.
I stiffly peered over my shoulder. That was you?
What?
Mai stood behind me, her hand raised. Somehow she had the strength of a bodybuilder. Nothing. I was just about to zip my bag up when I spotted the book Satch gave me lying on my nightstand. The Princess Betrothed. He said that if I ever needed to be transported somewhere far away, I could take it with me. It's pretty good so far. Maybe it would be smart to bring it along, just in case I had no one to talk to between class periods. Would I need it for my first day of class? Should I take it or leave it?
Leave it.
No, today would be a great day. I could give up before I even started.
Are you ready? You're really slow.
What?
Oh no, I'm talking. I'm not saying you're slow.
You don't think you don't think I'm slow?
Okay, just read the lines.
Yeah. Let's go.
Stick with me and you'll be fine. Just do what I say. Everything that I say.
Mai opened the door and together we stepped into the hallway, merging into a steady flow of chittering girls and fruit-flavored perfume. Full-flavored perfume. Oh my! I did not know we lived on the same floor.
No way, really? That's awesome. Now we'll be able to catch up whatever happened between you and...
The river of girls shifted as we headed downstairs. Suddenly I found myself surrounded by a bunch of people I did not know.
Oh wow, what a jerk he turned out to be.
Mai's exclamations faded into the buzz of voices in the air. Oh no. What would I do if we got separated? Anxiously I searched the crowd of girls for Mai, but I couldn't find her. Everyone was dressed in the same Asagao uniform. It was difficult to tell anyone apart, and being so short really didn't help the situation. As we turned the last corner down the stairwell, I saw a flash of red hair a little ways in front of me. Mai? I reached between two girls and tapped on her on the shoulder. That might be the writer's self-insert. I'm not sure. Oh, Are you? The girl's eyes flashed, almost like a jolt of electricity shot through them. I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else.
She thought that was... She doesn't have red hair!
She'd said nothing and turned away. Before I knew it, I stood outside the Primrose House, watching the flow of girls disperse across campus. Maya was nowhere to be seen. I couldn't even hear her chirpy voice. Oh, man. Oh, man. I took a deep breath, biting my lip. This wasn't a big deal. I could go to class alone. But I didn't even know where the building was. I reached into my backpack and dragged out my class schedule. Whoops. Homeroom. 206 Poppy Hall? Which one was Poppy Hall again? Weren't the classrooms on the other side of campus? I picked a direction and began to walk, trying to ignore my rising panic at the thought of arriving late to the first day of class. As a third year, where no one knew me, all the people staring. It's a new one. Do you want me to do?
That's why I poked you.
Oh.
We should cut it off soon.
Okay.
And
Hey! You okay? You look a little lost.
oh gosh, he's gonna be so vanilla, isn't he?
Someone called out to me and I turned around, almost jumping for joy. Oh, it's Jan! So I
okay,
gotta
do a different voice. Yeah.
When I froze, a Normal Boots jacket. He was part of the Normal Boots Club. I could practically feel my tongue swelling in my mouth. If this was a Normal Boots Club member, I had to make a good impression.
Oh god.
He was one of the founders, right? Then he must be Jantran.
Yeah, can.
Yes, I'm new. I don't know where Poppy Hall is. You a freshman? I can't even.
Try. Just do your best.
Yeah. That's it. I don't even know how to sound like Timon, because he sounds a lot like Timon.
Yeah, I know he does. Doesn't. Hi. You a freshman? Hi.
Hi!
Just do like a really Broadway voice.
No problem! My class is in Poppy Hall. I'll walk you there.
Really?
I don't know, I went like vaudeville.
Yeah.
Really? That would be wonderful, thank you. Is this really happening? He began walking toward a large brick building in an enthusiastic manner, pumping his arms up and down like he was in some kind of show tune. I fell into step behind him.
Show tune.
I didn't notice it when Mai pointed him out to me yesterday, but Jontron had big brown eyes and a warm-looking face. He was basically a human puppet dog.
No.
I glanced up at him out of the corner of my eye. A bird. A bird on his shoulder. Birds always make me uncomfortable. Something about the ease with which they could poke out someone's eyes.
I'm Molly.
Is something wrong?
Squawking
Why'd you
Molly.
stop? No, nothing's wrong. He followed my gaze to the bird on his shoulder.
Hey.
Oh, this is Jacques. Isn't he cute?
No.
Nice to meet you.
Oh.
Jacques is like a robo.
Do like an actual
Parrot.
like. Oh, I can't.
It spoke? Yeah. He put his hand to his shoulder. Jacques jumped into his palm. Jacques is a robot bird. See? Hello. Jacques' eyes gleamed a dangerous red when he spoke, but nothing else suggested he wasn't a normal bird. In fact, if I hadn't known better, I would have said the red in his eyes was painted on. Ha! It's because it was painted on in the videos.
Yeah, like Microsoft Word.
Like Microsoft Word?
Yeah, using Microsoft Word.
You know, that photo editing software, Microsoft
Yeah.
Word. That's amazing! Jacques twitched his head side to side, examining me in return. The more he looked at me, the less afraid I was. What are you looking at?
What?
What? Nothing. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Jacques can be a little sassy. Who are you calling sassy? I'm not the sassy one. I don't forget to feed you. Jacques, that was one time. I was alone and starving in the frozen tundra of this empty world. Loveless. Afraid. Ignore him. I've been bringing him with me to the drama club. And he's taking it a little too well. I see how this is. Shut me out like I have nothing to add to the conversation. Jacques retook his place on John's shoulder, this time facing away from us as if miffed. We resumed our walk towards Poppy Hall. I'm JonTron, by the way. Call me John. Hannah, nice to meet you.
Okay, I'll keep calling you.
Why didn't you let your phone call you JonTron?
Because it wanted to call me
Hannah?
John.
That's a cute name. What? Thank you. So how long have you had Jacques? Since middle school. We've been together for 4 years now. Ain't that right? I'm not listening. Yeah, well, I love him to death. I don't know what I'd do without him. Seemed like life would be a lot easier without him, but who was I to say? We arrived at the brick building. A white sign surrounded by poppies declared it to be, unsurprisingly, Poppy Hall. Which room are you in? Room 206.
Really?
Seriously? Yes? That's my homeroom. We're in the same class.
Why are they giving her such attention when they don't do that for anyone else?
John laughed and clasped me on the shoulder. Wonderful! I guess I'll be seeing more of you then, right?
Yeah.
Right. Together we entered Poppy Hall. Do you want to end here?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think?
Let's save. It's
Tell
so,
me.
It's so slow.
You don't think you want to come back to this with me?
Maybe I'll come back like maybe 1 or 2 more times. But like it's so slow. Like where's the magic? Don't use that one. Don't do that one.
No?
Not down.
Which one?
To the right. Up. To the right. That one.
We want the first save to be in save 8?
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you for watching.
Yes.
I enjoyed making fun of all these YouTubers who are boring and were given crazy descriptions compared to what they probably are in like real life.
And I, on the other hand, enjoy the parody and the absurdity in this game, and I actually
It just feels like
enjoy
it's
all of
written
the
by,
YouTubers.
Like, a 15-year-old. No, like a 12-year-old.
She's not. She's like your age.
21.
Or around there, I think.
Yeah, it's just so like it's somewhere she's like, I think I should use a bigger word. Let's get Thorith.
But it's also a parody,
Yeah.
though.
I know.
You
but it's
understand.
It's not a good parody.
What do you mean? It hits all the tropes.
Yeah, but like it hits the tropes in a way that seems like it's a real thing. Parodies, I feel like, should be more ridiculous.
Okay. My breaks the fourth wall at least twice.
Only twice.
The harem trope is getting hit on the head. That like all the boys notice you even though you're just like
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
said, you're
so it's
some
hitting all the
pleb.
tropes, but it feels like some, like it feels like not like a parody, but like the actual thing. I feel like parodies should be like the actual thing, but like funny and like making fun of it more than actually like following the rules properly and trying to be like the actual thing. I don't know. We have different opinions, and maybe that'll change. We can play another couple times though and see.
You're sitting on your headphones. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that well, how many dating sims have you played?
I haven't played, but I've watched people play. I don't.
And those with a lot of
Before.
characters, like they take scenes to introduce each person.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of other ones like introduce them faster. Like they'll have introduce like 2 or 3 at a time and be like this and give you options between them to do different things with them, rather than like slowly one at a time. And do you know how many of them there are?
Yeah.
That's a lot. But if I guess we attach ourselves to JonTron real quick, we won't have to deal with them.
Well, I don't know, there might be intro scenes for everybody.
Look how covered my shirt is with cat hair.
That's what happens when you live with the cat.
Yeah.
Anyway. How dare you? You're gonna end this on a wet willy? Okay, do you want to have the last word?
Word.